Consumer Reports did a kind of a controversial survey, in my opinion. They surveyed about 3 million customers from 2008 to 2014. In that, they had the customers report how many major failures that their bikes had in the first 4 years of ownership. Well, the Japanese brands, Yamaha had 11%, that's the tops. Suzuki was 12%. Then Honda and Kawasaki followed. Then there was a lot of other bikes, but I think BMW was, they were way down there. They didn't do real well on that. But they didn't, in the survey, the problem I had with the survey is they didn't define to the customer what a major failure was. A major failure for a guy that's buying a $25,000 bike may be something that somebody that bought a $5,000 Yamaha may think is trivial, not ever report as a major failure. It might be the same thing. So, but if you look in VisorDown.com did a survey from 2006 to 2016. That's 10 years on a number of recalls, not the number of bikes recalled, because if you sell a lot of more bikes and you have a recall, you're going to have more bikes recalled. But the actual number of recalls kind of evens it up just a little bit. Well, Yamaha had the most recalls in that 10-year period, followed by BMW. So, well, I don't know too much about that, so I looked in the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration, and they had one out. This was a few months ago, and it was for years 2016 and 2017. And guess who were the top two manufacturers of the number of recalls? Yamaha and BMW. I was kind of curious about the Yamaha, so I kind of looked into it. Hi, fellas. I looked into it just a little bit, and it seems to, in the Yamaha, in the number of recalls, there were so many on the 300 Yamaha. So I guess it was for probably the year 2016, 2015. The number of recalls for the Yamaha 300 was made up the vast majority of the recalls. Seems like the 300 had all the recalls of the other Yamahas plus a lot of their own. And even though I said most of the recalls are electronic, and they are generally, the Yamaha 300 had a lot of mechanical recalls. So what is reliability, and would I rather have a bike a lot more reliable? Do I want some technology that works for 15 minutes, then your compass doesn't work? I don't know. That's the question. And if I have to pay more, and what happens, they'll offer the bike as an option, but you never really get it, like I said before, as an option, because the dealers load them down. So you go back to buy one, and you ask them why they don't have any of the regular ones, you know, the basic models. They said, well, nobody buys them. Well, nobody buys them because you don't have them, because you have to wait 3 months to get it if you order it. So yeah, you can make that argument and nobody buys them, the stripped down models, but if you don't offer them, they won't buy them for sure. And you know, the joys of having a keyless ignition. I gotta put the key somewhere. I gotta put it in my pocket, or I gotta put it in my jacket, or I gotta carry it with me. There's a lot of these ideas that just because you can do them don't mean you should do them. me, there's a lot of them that are answers to questions that people never did ask. Now there's some, you know, ABS, you know, we all kind of pushed back on that when it came out. I've been riding since 1969, so you know, there was points and coils and drum brakes, and you know, there's been a lot of upgrades and make the bikes a lot more reliable. But there's been some of the upgrades that have made the bikes less reliable on the features that don't seem to work. I bought this bike, didn't come with a tack. Why wouldn't you put a tack on a BMW? Why should I have to pay $500, $600, $700, I forgot what I paid for, to put this tack on this bike? It makes it cheaper. Well, okay, I can understand that. It's an option. So on one hand, I'm complaining it doesn't have a tack, but on the other hand, I'm going, yeah, I'd rather it be an option. So if I wanted to buy the bike without the tack because it's cheaper, then that makes sense. So I can live with that. So I bought the tack. I'm not complaining too much, although I think the bike should have a tack. I don't think that it's like buying a car. You know, it should have a radio in it. You shouldn't have to purchase a radio. I don't know. What do you guys think?